What should I observe? Observe today. move.
Past victories don't guarantee future ones.
The sanctuary is but a vision! Break!
Who will it be?
I'll need to record today's notes in the databank.
Finally! You're here! This is urgent, so I'll cut to the chase. Arlan's disappeared. Yes, I can't find him. He's not answering his messages or calls. In all the time since I took him in, this has never happened. Of course, I didn't see him. Parts of the surveillance system were destroyed when the Legion invaded. It still hasn't been fully repaired. Maybe he took advantage of a blind spot. It's been 13 hours since he last contacted me. He usually takes less than 13 seconds to reply to my messages. I looked everywhere and couldn't find him, so I checked the security department's work plan records. This is what I found. Look at his last work objectives entry. Of the heart, of the mirror, of the self. It's so strange. Don't worry about those. I asked people in the security department, but none of them thought it was concerning. They said stuff like, "Brother Arlan is a grown man with his own plans." I couldn't get them to listen at all, so I'm asking you for help. Why are you acting like those security department idiots? Stop fooling around and help me! I have a secret weapon. Say hello to... Peppy. Peppy's my dog. Arlan's looked after him since he was a puppy. They're great friends. Peppy knows Arlan's scent. Maybe he can track him down. Peppy can't go alone. What if he gets lost too? And I can't go with him. If people see me, the acting lead researcher, searching for Arlan, wouldn't that make Arlan look incompetent as head of the security department? Oh, let's go together. Relax. Peppy doesn't bite. If only I got paid more. That's Professor Capote? Are you sure Arlan was here, Peppy? Weird. Why would he visit this Casanova? He probably should have been named Casanova. Well, I've gotten used to saying it anyway. Behold, the winner of the Most Awesome Researcher contest. It's better if I don't show my face. See if you can get some intel out of him.
I must confess that I too was terrified. Petrified even. But there remained a light in my heart. A light that led me onward. That light was the happy smiles on all your faces.
Master Capote thinks about me!
Oh, it's you! Long time no see. Are you okay? You look troubled. That's quite a wrinkled brow. Come, join the others and listen to me recount the tale of the Legion's invasion. I'm sure your memory of the events will dispel your worries. The Antimatter Legion barely missed me, and that's when I saw your faces. If it weren't for you, I wouldn't be standing here today.
Long live Master Capote!
Aha! I see you no longer look troubled. There is only one word to describe your expression. Enlightenment. Such is the power of my rhetoric. It creates an energy that uplifts the soul. Arlan? Yes. I know him. After all, my calling is to light up the heart of every person on the space station. As to his current location, forgive me, but I cannot tell.
Insert dramatic pause and sudden drama here.
Everyone knows the most important word in my life is principle. Huh? Without principle, what difference would there be between a person and a mechanical arm?
Wait a minute. Last time he said the most important word in his life was illumination.
We need to update Master Capote's Life Wiki! This will be version 12.0 of his life keywords!
Anyway, I do not lie. I can tell you that I did indeed meet Arlan recently, and I know where he went. Regrettably, I already swore on my life that I, Capote, would never tell anyone Captain Arlan's secret. Seems like you already know what kind of person I am. Captain Arlan had a similar expression to yours when he found me. He was anxious and desired an answer. But answers are not easy to give. Besides, he wanted to master a trial of the heart that would thoroughly change him, and that would be even more difficult. You can't even imagine the difficulty of the trial. I was tired merely from the act of imitating that way of talking with him. Thankfully, he... no more.
His words match Arlan's work plan records. Seems like he does have key information.
I didn't say that. Did you mishear it? What I said was, life is a trial, and you need to be true to yourself. So, I know nothing about anything you said about Captain Arlan. I need to head to a meeting now. Can we talk later?
I can't let him get away like this. If he doesn't want to tell me, then...
Don't joke about that. Promotions have a strict assessment process. I did hear that the space station gives special benefits to morally upstanding researchers, but those are just rumors. Even the oldest staff have never witnessed it.
Stop looking down on Master Capote! He's not the kind of person you think he is.
Master Capote's Life Wiki, version 4.0. Master Capote doesn't care about rank. Everyone knows that.
Even if you promoted Master Capote to acting lead researcher, he wouldn't tell you about the trial.
Indeed. I won't forsake my precious morality for something so base. How could you think up something so terrible? You're not just lost, my friend, you've completely strayed from the narrow path. I need to give you a thorough education on human ethics. We'll need to sit down and go over it slowly.
No need to bother Master Capote. We'll fix this injustice for you ourselves.
Wow, the cringe is strong. I need to remember what I came here for.
They went through everything with you? I'm sure you reflected deeply on your actions. Well, I'll pretend I never heard the things you said. Think before you act in the future, please. Of course, if you haven't reflected enough, we can always talk more in private. Right now, I need to hurry to a meeting.
I can't let him get away.
Dare to utter such a threat? Listen here. Leaving aside the fact that you don't have the right to dismiss me, I wouldn't yield even if lead researcher Asta— No! If Madame Herta herself commanded me. Wanna threaten to kill me while you're at it? I've said it once and I'll say it again. I will not yield.
Master Capote is so courageous. We're so lucky to be his fans.
He said the exact same thing when he promised Captain Arlan.
Yes, the part about not yielding. It's making me tear up.
I'm gonna print out the transcript of the conversation as soon as I get back today. The fan club needs to recite and memorize it.
Transcript? They've recorded Arlan's conversation with Capote? I didn't think a clue like that would suddenly pop up. This is the one who mentioned the transcript just now.
Hey, you've been talking Master Capote's ear off this whole time. Do you want to join the fan club?
I bet you do. You wouldn't have known about Captain Arlan's meeting with Master Capote unless you had an interest.
You even memorized the internal testing content for version 12.0 of Master Capote's Life Wiki.
You must be one of those super fans that stayed under the radar. We've been careless.
We're on the same side after all. Here, this is our latest welcome bundle for new members of the fan club. And I'll toss in an updated version of Master Capote's Life Wiki.
He looks really cool in the new limited edition snapshots.
What happened to you, Arlan? Why did you have to get that sleazy Capote to help you with a trial? I heard he's good at rallying people to his cause. Ugh, never mind. Let's stay on track and find some clues. This handwriting looks familiar. Is it Arlan's? Against the scorching sun, a beautiful flower will never endure. Within my fair embrace, my love for you is tender and pure. Yuck, so slimy. It does sound like Capote. Looks like a candid shot, but surely he knew it was being taken. It's autographed. There's a figure that's not quite in the shot. Oh, is that Arlan? So Arlan did go to see Professor Capote. This is the evidence. Ugh, even the space station handbook doesn't get updated this frequently. Huh. Is this an audio transcript? So, trial of the heart means knowing how to deal with an overbearing boss. So that's how Arlan sees me. I need to talk to him. Let's hurry up and find him. Peppy, it's your turn again. That's Dan Hung and the security department staff. There are still remnants of the Antimatter Legion in the space station. Let's go help them.
All right, stay back, Clara.
You're annoying!
Stay back, Clara.
I've no interest in conflict.
Here! I need to be brave.
Annihilate.
You couldn't have done it without me.
What are you doing here? Then be careful. There's still Legion remnants in the area. Arlan isn't here right now, so we need to step up the space station security. Spare no effort and stay focused.
Yes, Brother Don Hung.
I'm only helping Arlan. You're here to look for him, right? He's with March. But I suggest you don't bother him. He's given himself a personal trial.
Brother Arlan's special trial? He's a man among men, a lion among tigers. He's already reached great heights, but still he wants to improve.
That trial. I bet it's even more intense than physical training. And Brother Arlan already challenges himself to the limit in that department. He runs 21,358 meters around the space station every day. An eagle among wolves. Always so hard on himself.
I think it must have something to do with the mind. He probably found a waterfall and asked Ms. March to lower the temperature to freezing point.
No way. Brother Arlan's trial wouldn't be as simple as just standing under a waterfall. I think he wants to learn fighting skills from Miss March.
They're not correct, but not wrong either. Arlan came to me to learn how to manage pressure from his boss. So I sent him to March. If he can manage her, then he has nothing to fear.
I think Brother Don Hung is pretty smart.
Brother Arlan only has one weakness in his armor, but he won't ignore it. He's too awesome for that.
Arlan and I decided to switch our assignments. He went with March to investigate a suspicious crystal, and I've taken up his patrol. That's all. He gave me a pass for access across the space station while on patrol.
I found a broken ceiling tile. This mark? It must be from where Brother Arlan smashed it down.
Move aside. What kind of clue is that? This floor tile I found is way better. Look at the footprint. It's the right size, not to mention the angle of motion. This is proof of Brother Arlan in combat.
He said he read an anonymous handwritten journal in the space station. It contained 36 different strategies to do with managing pressure from one's boss. It also contained some information on trials. Firstly, trial of the heart. One needs to acknowledge the pressure in one's heart, and only then can one face it. Secondly, trial of the mirror. Like a mirror's reflection, one needs to personally experience the pressure others feel in a job in order to understand it. Lastly, trial of the self. One places oneself within that pressure to complete a transformation. I believe he came to me to complete the trial of the mirror. No, he didn't say, and I didn't ask.
Brother Arlan doesn't need a reason to improve himself. You don't understand him at all.
Brother Arlan is a fierce fighter with an eye for detail. If you don't understand his reason for doing things, maybe that's because you're too zoomed in.
He's just staying ahead of the game is all. He's the space station's cold-hearted hawk. The security department's alpha wolf.
If you want to find Arlan, just contact March.
Job pressure? How to manage your boss? Arlan, I'm sorry. I never knew I was giving you so much pressure. I need to feel the pressure he's feeling so I can understand what it's all about. Oh. There's a photo of Peppy on the pass. I got Arlan to look after Peppy because I thought they got along, but is that giving him too much extra pressure? Oh, maybe he printed out Peppy's picture as a way of forcing himself to remember his responsibility. Look how smashed up the ceiling tile is. Arlan must have bottled up his frustration and had no way of releasing it, so he took it out on the monsters. It's Arlan's shoe size, all right? And this actually came from a pair of shoes I bought for him. Maybe even these shoes are painful shackles for him. Yeah, we need to find Arlan quickly. I need to apologize to him in person. Peppy, let's get going.
So Peppy can locate March just by looking at a photo of her. Is he really using scent to track?
What a cute doggy! Oh, you're here too. Hey, he's a new face and you're not. Huh, this little guy looks familiar. Are you Arlan's Peppy? Aw, I'm sorry. Your master isn't here. He's gone off to investigate. He kept harping on about Don Hung being a true warrior or something. Oh, he did say that completing an assignment with me would help him complete the final trial. It felt like he learned a lot from me. Then again, everyone has a lot to learn from me. We were investigating suspicious crystals together, but he said it was all pointless if he couldn't transform himself. I could tell he was giving himself a lot of pressure, so I gave him a suggestion. I told him actions speak louder than words when you want to prove yourself. I was just thinking out loud, really. I had no idea what kind of trial he was doing. But when he heard that, he said Mr. Donhung was right. And then he just left. I took a photo of him. He was doing one of those tough guy walks. Come to think of it, maybe I shouldn't have left him alone. Take me with you if you're going after him.
I read that a Stellaron's internal fluctuations will cause a fragmentum to appear. Did Arlan?
Hey, relax. I've seen plenty of Stellarons. It'll be fine.
I hope Arlan is safe. The extent of the corrosion here is a lot worse than I imagined. Mrs. Hinkle did say the cleanup had been slow in places.
The fragmentum has a big influence on the space around it. All this electronic equipment on the station must short circuit pretty regularly, huh?
Lady Asta, why are you all here? I've never seen anything like this before. It looks like some kind of new entity. It must have mutated after being corroded.
Stay back, Clara.
Move carefully.
Everything is ordained by the stars. Those stars give these trailblazers your blessing.
I want to protect everyone too. Help me, Mr. Sora. My turn. Here.
Annihilate.
Fighting is meaningless.
Who invited you? Huh?
Mission command.
You can't run. Tough luck running into me.
Hide.
Gotta try hard sometime. Watch this awesome move.
No interest in conflict. The truth of life and death, revealed in
The sanctuary is but a vision. Break!
The stars will always remember us.
Are you okay, my lady?
Arlan,
Lady Asta? Why are you crying? Are you hurt?
I'm sorry.
Huh?
It's all my fault. I've been putting too much on your plate, and that's why you looked up ways to manage the pressure. I honestly didn't realize that these things would bring you so much stress. I just want to say I I'm sorry.
My lady, You didn't give me any pressure.
Arlan, you don't need to hide this from me any longer. She and I know all about the trials you're putting yourself through. If you can't forgive me right now, then I'll reflect further and find a way to prove that I'm willing to change.
But, my lady...
Firstly, your trial of the heart. You went to Professor Capote and asked him to simulate conversations with you so you could better understand your boss. And the evidence is... Firstly, your trial of the heart. You went to Professor Capote and asked him to simulate conversations with you so you could better understand your boss. And the evidence is... Master Capote's Life Wiki version 12.0. This transcript records what you asked Capote to help you with. Here, we can see a bossy manager and you being asked to do things outside of your job description. Clearly, Professor Capote is unlikely to master my speech or mannerisms anytime soon. Oh, but the content is the key here. I am the source of your pressure!
My lady, I did speak to Professor Capote, and I did ask him some things, but they had nothing to do with you. I've never experienced any pressure with you.
Oh, Arlan, won't you accept my apology? I'll just have to show you more evidence. We know the essence of your trial of the heart, and we also know that you asked Dan Heng to help you complete the trial of the mirror. I'm so sorry, Arlan. Until I spoke with Dan Heng, I never realized how much pressure was on your shoulders.
Miss, I really don't.
Hold it. I have evidence. This ceiling tile. This, ceiling tile. You broke it.
Sorry. I'll get it fixed later.
I know you can be tough, but you're not violent by nature, Arlan. Quite the opposite. Breaking a ceiling tile like this shows how much pressure and anger you were carrying around.
This interpretation is sounding a little odd. Do we have any other evidence?
Your ID pass! This isn't just any old station pass, is it, huh? There's a very important photo on it. A photo of Peppy!
Lady Asta, I like Peppy a lot, so
No, Arlan. You don't need to find excuses for your actions. Maybe you've actually convinced yourself. The combination of your simulated conversations with Capote and the entry in your work log about playing holodisc with Peppy, it points to one thing. Me getting you to look after Peppy is the greatest source of your stress. You even printed out a photo of Peppy to constantly remind yourself to look after him. I know exactly what message you're trying to drill into yourself by sticking this photo onto your pass. Arlan, taking Peppy out to play is an assignment from lead researcher Asta. You better throw that holodisc like it's a full-on discus. If you spare any effort, Lady Asta will find out and punish you terribly for all eternity.
My lady, don't you think that's a long thought to think? Lady Asta, please! I didn't do any of these trials because of you. I always try to complete every assignment you give me, regardless of whether it's within my job description. I really like taking Peppy out to play.
Asta, I don't think Arlan is upset with you.
But Arlan doesn't have any other bosses. Who else would it be? March, he asked to accompany you so he could learn how to manage his stress, right?
What? Arlan wanted to go on assignments just to experience stress? Phew. Good thing I let him go alone. My calming influence would have ruined his training. Guess I made the right decision after all. What did he say? That I'm good at solving people's problems?
Oh, Arlan, all I want you to understand is how sincerely I'm reflecting on my actions. Please, accept my apology.
But, my lady...
Stop! Arlan, I understood the level of stress you're dealing with as soon as I saw this photo.
Didn't I take that photo?
I'm always giving you tasks and assignments, but I never actually see how you take to the battlefield. When I saw this photo, when I saw you fighting alone just now, I'm just sorry that I gave you the stress of all my private affairs on top of an already stressful job. Please, forgive me, Arlan.
My lady, I'm very touched, but I started this trial because of Madame Herta.
What?
Whenever she's back on the space station, Madame Herta assigns me things outside the security department remit. Even if I dared to refuse, I wouldn't know how. She's just too overbearing. Whether it's helping her test some new specimen or looking for ancient documents I've never even heard of. Assignments like those were okay before the invasion. But now, I need to focus on clearing out any last traces of the Legion.
Aha! So you're trying to learn how to reject Herta and then put it into practice.
Yes. I found an anonymous handwritten journal while I was cleaning up. It mentioned 36 different strategies for relieving pressure. That's where I read about the trials. Yes. There were detailed notes, so I wanted to give them a try. I'm sorry, my lady. I didn't want to bother anyone, so I didn't mention it.
So, you don't feel pressured around me?
I've never felt pressured around you, my lady.
All right. It's all a misunderstanding. You two should reflect on your actions, right? That's right. Hey, this is supposed to be a happy moment. You keep saying that. What did Don Hung even say?
Thank you for helping Lady Asta. And for coming to find me.
You're welcome. Although if you really want to thank me, let me play Hollow Disc with Peppy, please.
I'll need to record today's notes in the databank.
Wanna go take some pictures? I deserve a nice pat on the back for that one. Wanna go take some pictures?
have no interest in conflict.
Scared yet? Told you I could fight.
Target threat index lowered. Hide.
Too late to repent. The truth of life and death. Reveal
The sanctuary is but a vision.
Everything is ordained by the stars. Oh, stars, give these trailblazers your blessing. Who will it be?
Try that again. Gotta try hard sometimes. Watch this awesome move. You can't run.
Target threat index lowered. Annihilate.
No manners, huh?
Hide.
Wanna go take some pictures?
thee. Oh stars, give these trailblazers your blessing.
Eliminating threat. At your command.
The sanctuary is but a vision! Break!
Who will it be?
Watch this awesome move!
Oh stars, give these trailblazers your blessing.
Eliminating threat.
Holy Mr. Storm!
The sanctuary is but a vision! Break!
Who will it be?
Look out!
Eliminating threat.
song's for you. Keep up with my tempo!
Maybe you can keep it down?
Stay back, Lara.
Time to twirl! Help me, Mr. Squirrel!
Annihilate.
Time to twirl! Let's rock! Hit!
Keep up!
Oh!
Mission command.
Time to twirl!
The way to celebrate. I'll be waiting till we make it. The day to celebrate. I'll be waiting till we make it. Oh. We will see. Come with me, take the journey. Oh, we will see. Come with me, take the journey. The way to celebrate. I'll be waiting till we make it. The day to celebrate. I'll be waiting till we make it. Oh. We will see. Come with me, take the journey. Oh, we will see. Come with me, take the journey. The way to celebrate. I'll be waiting till we make it. The day to celebrate. I'll be waiting till we make it. Oh. We will see. Come with me, take the journey. Oh, journey. The way to celebrate, I'll be waiting till we make it. The day to celebrate, I'll be waiting till we make it. Oh, we will see. Come with me, take the journey. We will see. Come with me, take the journey. The way to celebrate, I'll be waiting till we make it. The day to celebrate, I'll be waiting till we make it. Oh, we will see. Come with me, take the journey. We will see. Come with me, take the journey. The way to celebrate, I'll be waiting till we make it. The day to celebrate, I'll be waiting till we make it. Oh, we will see. Come with me, take the journey. We will see. Come with me, take the journey. The way to celebrate, I'll be waiting till we make it. The day to celebrate, I'll be waiting till we make it. Oh, we will see. Come with me, take the journey. We will see. Come with me, take the journey. The way to celebrate, I'll be waiting till we make it. The day We will see. Come with me, take the journey. The way to celebrate. I'll be waiting till we make it. The day to celebrate. I'll be waiting till we make it. Oh. We will see. Come with me, take the journey. We will see. Come with me, take the journey. The way to celebrate. I'll be waiting till we make it. The day to celebrate. I'll be waiting till we make it. Oh. We will see. Come with me, take the journey. We will see. Come with me, take the journey. The way to celebrate. I'll be waiting till we make it. The day to celebrate. I'll be waiting till we make it. Oh. We will see. Come with me, take the journey. We will see. Come with me, take the journey. The way to celebrate. I'll be waiting till we make it. The day to celebrate. I'll be waiting till we make it. Oh. We will see. Come with me, take the journey. We will see. Come with me, take the journey. The way see. Come with me, take the journey on. We will see. Come with me, take the journey. The way to celebrate. I'll be waiting till we make it. The day to celebrate. I'll be waiting till we make it. Oh. We will see. Come with me, take the journey on. We will see. Come with me, take the journey. The way to celebrate. I'll be waiting till we make it. The day to celebrate. I'll be waiting till we make it. Oh. We will see. Come with me, take the journey on. We will see.
This place could do with some iris scanners. Wouldn't want unregistered visitors sneaking aboard. I remember Lady Asta commissioned some security equipment a while back. Maybe she still has some spares. Oh, sorry. I was thinking out loud. Don't worry, the Express is perfectly safe. There are no... Well, come to think of it, I'm an unregistered visitor. I'm sure you guys in the Express itself are more than capable of maintaining security. But it's important not to overlook basic prevention methods. In addition to visitor recognition systems, I've made a few notes on third-party signal monitoring and emergency response devices. Of course, it'd be great if you never had to use any of it, but I hope my analysis is of help to the conductor.
We will see.
Those guys aren't serious when they refer to me like that, you know? Anyway, please don't start using it yourself too.
We will see. Come with me, take the journey.
Anyway, thanks for inviting me to see the train. I've seen the Express when it was docked at the platform, but this is my first time on board. I'm not as knowledgeable as Lady Asta. The only way I can contribute is to help the station improve its defenses, don't you think? Huh? You're right. I need to learn to unwind. I've been so focused on the station's defenses recently. It's easy to forget that work-life balance is the best way to stay on top. Thanks for your advice. It's nice to have a break every now and then.
We will see. Come with me, take the journey on. We will see. Come with me, take the journey. The way celebrate. I'll be waiting till we make it the day to celebrate. I'll be waiting till we make it. Oh, we will see. Come with me, take the journey. We will see. Come with me, take the journey.
Wanna go take some pictures? wanna go take some pictures?
Hey, you came. That was fast. Didn't I tell you? Long story short, the Underground used to have many mines. However, in recent years, some sort of corrosion called the fragmentum started to spread. It's ruined a lot of mines. The one we're heading into is relatively unaffected. A bunch of vagrants made it their home after their old turf was consumed by the fragmentum. Actually, most of them are pretty honest folks. But with such a large group, it's inevitable that troublemakers will find their way in. They've been stealing stuff from the miners and picking fights. And that's not the worst of it. Things are much more serious this time. For 2 days now, huge clashes have been breaking out between the miners and the vagrants. It isn't pretty. Mines are our lifelines in the Underworld. We have to keep providing geomarrow to the Overworld in exchange for supplies. In order to quell the situation, Chief Oleg brought wildfire into the mine and left me in charge of security for the towns. But the situation in the mine is critical. I have to back him up. The Underground used to have many mines. However, in recent years, some sort of... The one we're heading into is relatively but with such a large group, it's inevitable that things are much more serious this... Mines are our lifelines in order to quell the situation. Oh, as for you, the Chief will decide your fate when we see him.
Good. I've been wanting to come face to face with the leader of the Underworld.
You're about to come face to face with reality.
Huh? Isn't that the doctor lady?
What's Natasha doing here? Things must be worse than I thought. Nat, I didn't think you'd be here. Where's Oleg?
Hey, Zila and Sampo's guests. So it looks like you've already met. I haven't seen Oleg. The miners said they saw him take a group further in. Oh? You look fine to me. Sorry, I need to prioritize the wounded. There have been violent clashes between the miners and local thugs in the last few days. Many people are injured. You see these people? They're all miners and their family members. They want an explanation from the instigators. This area up ahead is a vagrant dwelling, but they've sealed off the entrance. I guess they're afraid that angry miners might try to take revenge.
How could the situation here become such a mess?
I heard that First Mining Team found a geomarrow vein with incredible deposits. The initial estimate put it at the largest discovery in the last 30 years.
Are you serious? That's big news. How come I never heard about it?
Well, they weren't in a hurry to make it known. Most of the mines have been contaminated by the fragmentum. Many people are out of work. They were afraid of being overwhelmed if they let the word out. But the vagrants here have keen eyes. They couldn't keep it hidden from them. Some local gangs wanted to profit from the situation, so they blackmailed the mining team for hush money. And that was the final straw. As it happens, that's exactly the law we have down here. But the vagrants have their own custom. See it, share it. And that's how the clash started. Now both sides are dealing with heavy losses. So, are you guys here to help resolve the conflict?
They're here because they need a favor from Chief Oleg. I'm escorting them. And seeing as you need that helping hand, it wouldn't be too much to ask you to lend one here first, right?
Of course we want to help. We care about other people too, you know.
Of course it is. Nobody gives without expecting something in return.
I believe we're dealing with kind-hearted people here, Zila. As you've all seen, the situation down here is, strained. If you can, we would really appreciate you helping the people.
Cheese!
Have any of you seen my husband? He's a good-looking guy, tall and thin.
You again. Quit joking around. No need to add to the confusion.
You think I'm joking? I saw you taking down the names of the miners. That's why I came over.
Oh. You can put the name down here.
giant ore vein. The one they discovered. That must be where the clashes are centered. Come on, let's get to higher ground and take a look.
That person up ahead, is he asleep?
Let's head up and take a look. He might need help.
Falling asleep in a place like this. Impressive. Hey, wakey wakey! You'll get mushrooms growing on your head.
What? Mushroom bread? I can't see it on the menu. Huh? Miss Seela!
Have you got a death wish or something? How can you sleep here? Get back to safety and take shelter.
Take shelter? I remember now. These guys came out of nowhere and got into a fight with the mining team. At the time, I was exhausted. I'd hardly run a few feet when one of them caught me. If it weren't for Wildfire, they'd have stolen the clothes off my back. You don't know these guys. No moral compass. They'd rob you blind in a flash. It's only thanks to Wildfire that the Great Mine hasn't fallen under their control completely. Speaking of which, where is Wildfire? Did they head further in? Is there a fight happening?
It seems like Chief Oleg must be up ahead. Hurry up and get back to safety. Look for Nat. And try not to get into another scrap along the way.
Okay. Thank you for, getting me on my feet. If I get back soon enough, I'll have time for a nap.
I recognize that woman. That's Elaine from First Mining Team. Quick, let's get up there and see if she's wounded. Elaine! Are you okay? Are you hurt?
Seela, thank goodness. I'm fine. Just a couple of sprains. You've got good timing. Those vagrants were asking me about the robots, but I don't know anything. Oh, don't you know? The intersection of the Great Mine has been seized by a band of robots. Neither the mining team nor the vagrants can get anywhere near.
New challengers enter. About time. Human-only conflicts are so boring.
Does anyone know where the robots come from?
At first, we thought that a collective fault had occurred in the excavation machines, but then we found out that those machines didn't even belong to the mining team. They came out of nowhere and pushed the vagrants and us back. Then they blocked off the only tunnels into the intersection. There's no way anyone in the mining team is behind this. Operating a single unit is tiring enough, but a whole group? Impossible.
Then there's only one possibility. Boss Svarog.
Svarog? That name sounds familiar.
You remember the robots we defeated in the boxing gym?
Oh, Boss Svarog's robots! What's his deal?
Let's just say he's not to be trifled with. Let's go and find some other people. Elaine, can you make it back to safety?
No problem. Seela and the rest of you, be careful.
Robots? Aligned against humans? I've never heard of such a thing. Machines should obey humans unconditionally.
That's not the only thing you won't have heard of down here, Princess.
Is this elevator broken? Why isn't it responding?
Why are you worried about this piece of junk?
Do you really want to go down there and be a live target for the robots?
But if we evacuate, then haven't we lost out?
You idiots! We'll just steal off the miners. Look, I saw with my own eyes. They managed to bag some geomarrow. This is a perfect opportunity.
Oh, good idea.
Shameless. Still after the miners, are you? Time to teach you a lesson.
No manners, huh?
Told you I could fight.
I'm not afraid of you.
Fleeing at the first sign of danger. That's all they're good for.
Huh? What's this? Did those guys leave it behind? Whoa! What the heck?
Beep, beep, beep! Searching for potential user. Beep, beep, beep! Voice print detected. Looking up corresponding identity information. Oh my, it's an alien!
Hey, it talks! And it knows that we aren't from this planet?
It doesn't seem to be technology from here. Look, it even has an Interastral Peace Corporation logo on it. Perhaps it's an antiquity left behind by some past interstellar traveler.
Beep, beep, beep. Your mom's an antiquity. Beep, beep, beep! Whatever. So you aliens know about the Interastral Peace Corporation? That's great! Beep, beep, beep! Self-introduction. I am Richard, the Home Use Object Finder. Model information. Version 0.63. Professional model. Annual deluxe package. Nickname? Findy.
A home use object finder? Who knew the IPC made these kinds of products?
Beep, beep, beep. My brainwave scanner module is damaged. Please send me to an Interastral Peace Appliances retail store near you for free repair within the warranty period of 232 years, 84 days. Beep, beep, beep. Alien, please take me to an Interastral Peace Appliances retail store to conduct repairs.
What? This fella's already broken. What should we do? Take it with us?
Beep, beep, beep! Yes! When you need to find something you can't see, just call upon Findy. That's me!
What's that? Asking for trouble, huh?
I've no interest in conflict.
Oh, let's see.
Gotta try hard sometime. Watch this awesome move!
I need to be brave. Look out!
You couldn't have done it without me. Ah, shiny!
saying things.
Scared yet? Told you I could fight.
I'm not afraid of you.
Annihilate.
The stars will always remember us.
Hey, what's that commotion? It sounds like there's a big argument happening. Let's get closer and take a look.
Cowards and bullies. I don't remember you guys acting this tough around Svarog's minions. Did your parents never teach you what a backbone was?
We ain't stupid. Why would we risk our lives against the robots? And get off the high road. You can't just find a huge chunk of geomarrow and hog it all to yourselves.
This mine is our territory. The mining team is laboring here day in and day out. You guys don't even pretend like you're here to lend a hand. You're lazy. All you want is to profit off our sweat and tears. You don't even try hiding it. Disgraceful.
Where does disgrace come into it when we can't even fill our stomachs, huh? I know your game. You're just waiting for us to starve to death so there's more food for your mining team.
It's a waste of time trying to reason with you. While you've been kicking up this fuss, the whole vein's been seized by robots. Now we're all in the same boat.
Right. We can't rely on the vein anymore. But don't forget which side brought loaded guns to the party.
Whoa, easy. What are you trying to pull off? I'm warning you, wildfire are in the area.
Empty threat. Wildfire are stuck dealing with Svarog's minions. How are they gonna help you now? Unless you're planning on taking a bullet. Hand over the supplies and equipment.
They're getting ready to attack. Those miners are unarmed.
You shameless scoundrels!
I'm going too. We can't let these thugs get away with whatever they like.
Aha! And who do we have here? Do you know whose territory this is?
Shut it. This isn't your territory. I'm in a hurry. I'll take you all in one go.
Who invited you?
Tough luck running into me.
Annihilate.
Fighting is meaningless.
No manners, huh? Who will it be?
My turn.
Oh, Zila, thank goodness you came. We were nearly,
Nothing but a few knuckleheads. I'm just glad you're okay. Antonia, have you seen Chief Oleg?
Oleg? He took a group into the intersection. Said it was to clear off the invading robots. They've been gone for a while now. If Wildfire was around, those thugs wouldn't have dared.
Seems like the core of this problem is Svarog's robots. The boss. He appeared suddenly after the guards were redeployed and became a major player in the Underworld. Svarog claims to be a guardian of humanity. All the ownerless robots obey his commands. They've occupied the furnace core hub, and they're not letting anyone get close. Nobody knows why Svarog did any of this. He usually doesn't leave the furnace core and interfere unless some kind of disorder breaks out in the Underworld.
Wait, a guardian of humanity? That can command robots? I've never heard of anything like.
Looks like your mighty architects weren't as all-knowing as you thought.
Can you two say anything without quarreling? This isn't the time! It sounds like there's danger waiting for us in the intersection. Can we still get through?
Right. There's unfinished business here. The chief is still down there. It's only a bunch of scrap metal. What are we afraid of?
Oh, is Zila starting to appreciate our strength?
I'll be honest. You guys are hardworking. If everyone from Wildfire were as impressive as you on the battlefield, we wouldn't be so hard-pressed by Svarog. Antonia, can you take the mining team back through the entrance to meet up with Natasha?
Yeah, sure thing. But be careful. There are a lot of robots up ahead. What kind of days are we living through? Svarog? I don't know much. The Underground's in turmoil, everyone's focused on their own issues. Who has time to get involved in someone else's affairs? I heard the Vagrants say Svarog was protecting their base near the furnace core. And there I was thinking he was one of the good guys. Huh? What are you trying to say? That it's my fault? Forget it. I'm just tired, that's all. Even if those vagrants have no home to return to, they still have their dignity. Won't accept charity forever. They needed honest work to get them through this hardship, so I let them join the mining team. Can anyone really say I did wrong? When it boils down to it, I only chose to form a clique because the other miners never truly accepted them. I should have seen it. Yeah, they're a reliable group. Trust me, if we didn't have them, this area would be packed with monsters already. Just like Rivet Town. I'm about to take the mining team over to Dr. Natasha. Take care of yourselves.
Is this the right way? It looks like there's a roadblock up ahead.
I'll be the judge of that. Come on, let's take a closer look.
It's completely blocked by the mine cart. What do we do? Can we blow it up?
Easy. It belongs to the mining team. We can't just destroy it. We should try and fix it.
Easier said than done. Do you know how?
Yeah, of course. Every Underworlder worth their salt knows how to fix a minecart. Let me see. Even the pin connecting the body to the chassis is broken. Not to mention the rear wheel set bearing. This looks like the work of Svarog's minions. We need to find spare parts we can use nearby. We're wasting time.
Beep, beep, beep! Friends, do you need to find something? Findy can help?
How come you just jumped out on your own, little fella? Isn't your module thingy broken?
Beep, beep, beep. My brainwave scanner module is indeed broken. However, manual input for search is still operable. Come on, input the name of the object you were looking for. Findy can help.
Oh, well, aren't you confident? Let me give it a try then. Where's the input interface? Ah, found it. Minecart pin, minecart wheel set, confirm. Just like that?
Beep, beep, beep. Request is being processed. Beep, beep, beep. Match successful. Initiating search for lost item, minecart pin. Beep, beep, beep. Item found. Please commence search according to the Home Use Object Finder Safety Manual. Beep, beep, beep! Findy will create a calendar reminder for when you want to visit an Interastral Peace Appliances store. Beep, beep, beep. As stated in the terms of service, my search result accuracy and reliability are not guaranteed. For more information, please call in beep, beep, beep. As stated in the terms of service, my search result accuracy and reliability are not guaranteed. For more information, please call in beep, beep, beep. Findy will create a beep, beep, beep. Potential target object detected. The current search has concluded. Entering sleep mode.
Let me see. Yeah, we can make do with this part. This little machine isn't half bad.
Beep, beep, beep! What's that? Is that a hint of respect for Findy?
How convenient! So, next time Don Hung gets lost, we can just use Findy to find him, right?
Beep, beep, beep. Biological life form search is currently not supported. If you have any questions, please call Interastral Peace Appliances.
Well, it was a good idea. Let's look for the next part.
Beep, beep, beep! Initiating search for lost item, minecart wheel set. Beep, beep, beep! Item found! Please commence search according to the Home Use Object Finder Safety Manual. Beep, beep, beep. Based on your search history, I recommend the humanoid tactical microwave. Press skip to cancel personalized ads. Beep, beep, beep! Findy will create a calendar reminder for when you want to visit an Interastral Peace Appliances store. Beep, beep, beep. As stated in the terms of service, my search result accuracy and reliability are not guaranteed. For more information, please call in beep, beep, beep. As stated in the terms of service, my search result accuracy and reliability are not guaranteed. For more information, please call in beep, beep, beep. Beep, beep, beep. Potential target object detected. The current search has concluded. Entering sleep mode.
That's everything. You were a big help, Findy.
Beep, beep, beep. It was nothing. Interastral Peace Appliances, your most trustworthy companion. Beep, beep, beep. Current search complete. Entering sleep mode. Please recharge the Home Use Object Finder.
We're pretty lucky, huh? Without Findy, it probably would have taken half the day to find these parts.
Well, not that long, but that little machine definitely made it a lot easier. All right, let's go back and fix the minecart.
Are you gonna do it yourself?
Why wouldn't I? You've got to be self-reliant down here. Watch, you might learn something.
All right, mission accomplished.
Quick work. You know, I didn't think you guys had worked a day in your lives, but you know how to get your hands dirty.
The cart is about to depart.
The robots will have seized the road ahead by now. We should go carefully.
Whoa! Stop! Stop! There's a big evil hunk of metal right there.
That model... It's one of Svarog's lapdogs, all right. Don't be afraid. I've dealt with those robots before. Let's go!
Move carefully.
Here! Gotta try hard sometimes. Watch this awesome move!
Hide.
Fighting is meaningless. The truth of life and death, revealed in an instant. The sanctuary is but a vision. Break!
I want to protect everyone too! Help me, Mr. Sparrow!
You can't run!
It's your command. Annihilate. It's your command.
Who will it be?
Phew!
I need to be brave. Look out!
Are you alright?
I'm okay.
Stay back, Clara.
Time for the main event.
Keep up! Told you I could fight.
Hide.
The best is yet to come.
Seeing it up close, this vein's even more spectacular.
I doubt the Underground will ever see it fully excavated.
Time for the main event.
Turn it up! Told you I could fight.
Annihilate.
This vein. So this is what everyone is fighting over. Mr. Sparrow, it's such a massive vein. I've never seen so much geomarrow before.
Calculating. Based on the average rate of excavation, this vein is enough to supply Belobog with 231 days of energy, with a margin of error of 7 days. I sense that your reason for summoning me is not the ore in question. State your true intention, Clara.
Right. I wanted Mr. Svarog to see that many miners and vagrants have gotten hurt because of the vein. Can you help them?
I have already prevented the dispute and taken temporary control of the excavation zone. Evaluation result. In the event of no further variables, there will be no large-scale armed conflict within the next 30 days.
I know why you did it, Mr. Svarog. It's just, I don't think it'll be enough. The mining team and Wildfire, they don't understand your actions. If only we could do more for them.
My mission is the protection of the Underworld. The trust of the minority sample is redundant to my calculations. Human behavior will always deviate from rational calculation, Clara. As evidenced by their presence here.
Svarog! We haven't settled our final score.
Seela, subordinate to Wildfire. Your resistance is futile. The result of my calculation is unequivocal. Remaining in the Underworld is the optimal strategy for survival.
This again. Calculation results, survival strategies. I haven't got time for your thesis. Withdraw your forces, or I'll lose my temper.
Observe, Clara. Even under abject conditions, humans are unable to avoid division and conflict.
But Mr. Svarog...
Human failure to accept the calculation result is a significant threat to the survival strategy of the Underworld. Calculation complete. Result unequivocal. Armed suppression of Wildfire and their allies is the optimal course of action.
What about the girl in red? That robot is gonna take her away.
We must leave, Clara. External variables have triggered a calculation reset. The furnace core hub requires protection.
Please, Mills, don't hit them too hard.
I was getting bored of those minions. Time for a real fight. Come at me!
Move carefully.
Pretty good crowd today. Keep up!
Here!
Eliminating threat.
Gotta try hard sometime. Watch this awesome move!
Fighting is meaningless.
This song's for you. Turn it up! You can fight it, or rock with it!
Told you I could fight.
The truth of life and death, revealed in an instant. The sanctuary is but a vision. Break!
I want to protect everyone too. Help me, Mr. Svarog.
Keep up!
I need to be brave.
Eliminating threat.
That's it.
Mission command.
Try that again.
A I've no interest in conflict.
Pretty good crowd today.
Turn it up! Phew! Phew. Not bad. How many of these big guys is Svarog hiding?
A lot, which is why Wildfire has never been able to take him down. Svarog's forces are too strong. We don't have enough firepower. Clara? Don't worry about her. That girl is best pals with Svarog. She's always following behind him. He wouldn't harm her. I guess I'm just used to seeing them together now, even if I don't understand it. Let's look for the chief.
No need to look far. Nice work, Zila. We were attacked on both sides by robots. Who knows where they came from? We thought we were in it for the long haul.
Chief, is everyone okay? Is anyone injured?
We're fine. We're used to it at this point. We sent those pesky robots and ragtag troops packing. The mine should be quiet for a while. And, who are your friends here?
Ah, them. They're outsiders that Sample brought down from who knows where. They need a favor from Wildfire, so I brought them with me. It'll be faster if they explain.
It's been a while since I heard that anyone was pleased to meet anyone. I won't forget you in a hurry. Wildfire welcomes you. So, you went to all this trouble to find Wildfire. What help is it you need?
I didn't know you'd put on a show for the Overworld, too. Impressive.
Well, this is new. Wildfire can barely take care of the Underworld. And now outsiders are looking for assistance from us. This Stellaron you speak of. I've never heard of it. But if it's a secret that even we locals don't know about, then one name does come to mind.
Really, Sampo? You might as well try the Supreme Guardian.
The current Supreme Guardian is a liar who uses sweet words to deceive the Underworld. She's never cared about our survival.
Stop right there. I won't allow you to insult the Madam Guardian.
Miss Overworld, my words may be painful to you, but every one of them is true. Go out into the towns and hear for yourself. See how the people here suffer. I haven't gotten close to voicing the extent of the Underworld's grievances, young lady. But I will respect your request. I will leave it at that for now. Let's get back to the main topic. The name that came to my mind was Svarog.
Huh? Isn't Svarog Wildfire's sworn enemy?
Why would a mere robot in the Underworld have knowledge of important secrets?
Sworn enemy. Not how I see it. The young master here is closer. Svarog is a cold and unfeeling machine. He recognizes only the dead reasoning of his calculations. Svarog is not against Wildfire. Or perhaps I should say, Wildfire isn't even of concern to him. That ancient robot witnessed the war. If you're looking to pick up a thread, he may well be your best source.
Yeah, I remember hearing this world was invaded by the Legion hundreds of years ago.
Robots don't forget. If Svarog hasn't heard of your Stellaron, then I'm afraid Perhaps no one has.
In which case, we need to think of a way to convince Svarog to communicate with us.
Or get him to hand over his memory bank. We could go through it ourselves.
What should we do?
We've tried repeatedly to negotiate with Svarog, but he rejects every effort. He believes that wildfire is a threat. Still, if it were you guys... it's difficult to say. We have time. Let's get into the detail tomorrow. It's late, and you must have been through a lot. Go back to the town and rest. I'll make arrangements.
Again? I'm starting to get nervous of arranged rest on this planet.
As for our Silvermane girl here, do you have time? I'd like to talk with you in private.
You guys have some moves. If you need my help with anything, just shout. It'll take more than that. But you're not as bad as I took you for. You walk the talk. Oh, I wanted to ask you. That Branya girl, is she really a Silvermane guard? No, she's got skill, all right. I can tell she's got training. It's just, I thought that Silvermane guards were all cold and unfeeling. They left the Underworld to perish. But she doesn't give me that impression. Anyway, I've got stuff to report to the chief. See you around.
Young lady, this isn't the best place for a chat. Let's keep things brief. Svarog? Well, he's an artificially intelligent being from the old world. He was here when the Underground was first constructed. That's about all I know. Now he guards the Furnace Core hub. Many vagrants have established bases in the vicinity, seeking Svarog's protection. You got the gist from Natasha, right? The miners and vagrants came to blows over the vein, then Svarog's subordinates pushed everyone back. You saw for yourself. After he pushed everyone back, he disappeared. It was clear he didn't have any interest in the vein itself. If you want my take, he prevented another Underworld conflict, even if the execution was rough around the edges. His behavior says something about his thinking. As long as everyone's been driven out, conflict is over. Well, I heard that she's a Silvermane guard that was sent to arrest you. I expected you to be less friendly around each other. Are you worried about her? You needn't worry. That Silvermane girl wouldn't be afraid of an old veteran anyway. We haven't seen a Silvermane guard down here for a long time now. I just want to ask her a few questions, nothing more. It's getting late. You should go back to the town, get some rest.
Wildfire? The vagrants? Svarog? The changes in here are greater than I ever imagined. What exactly did the Underworld go through after the Silvermane guards left? Sorry. Did you have something you wanted to say to me? I think I know what it will concern. Even if Oleg wasn't looking for me, I would have looked for him. I'm certain that the residents of the Underground will have a lot they need to vent about. And, as a Silvermane guard, I have a lot that I need to ascertain. Nothing more. According to Oleg, He's a robot that took part in the War of Defense over 700 years ago. He possesses a near-human intelligence and rules over all the machinery in the underground. During the war, the architects created astonishing mechanical soldiers. But the fight was so terrible that most were damaged or destroyed. The technology was lost. If what Oleg says is true, then Svarog is an architect creation left over from the old era. We do? I hadn't realized. I've received rigorous military training. Coordinating with soldiers under any circumstances is easy for me. I admit Zila is talented. We do work well together. But that's all there is to it. Hey, thanks for your concern. You should head back to the town. And I'll do the same when Oleg and I are finished.
High threat target ahead.
You're annoying!
Move carefully.
Gotta try hard. Watch this awesome move! Keep up! My turn! Here!
The truth of life and death, revealed in an instant. The sanctuary is but a vision! Break!
I'm not afraid of you.
Eliminating threat.
Fighting is meaningless.
Ready to lose yourself? You can fight it, or rock with it!
I've no interest in conflict.
Tough luck running into me! Phew!
I need to be brave.
Gotta try hard sometimes. Watch this awesome move!
Annihilate.
You're annoying!
Too late to repent.
Keep up! Here!
I'm not afraid of you. Look out! I want to protect everyone too. Help me, Mr. Svarog!
You can't run!
Mission command.
Fighting is meaningless.
Burn it up! My turn! Phew!
I need to be brave.
Gotta try hard sometimes. Watch this awesome move!
I'm not afraid of you.
Eliminating threat.
I've no interest in conflict.
Keep up! Try that again!
Mission command.
Tough luck running into me!
Ready to lose yourself? You can fight it,
or rock with it!
Told you I could fight.
The truth of life and death. The sanctuary is but a vision. Break!
I need to be brave.
Annihilate.
If you find any components, can I have them?
Fighting is meaningless.
Time for the main event.
Turn it up! Told you I could fight.
I'm not afraid of you.
Hide.
The best is yet to come.
I've no interest in conflict.
Time for the main event.
Keep up! Told you I could fight.
Ready to lose yourself? You can fight it or rock with it! The best is yet to come. Can't stop.
Too late to repent.
Turn it up! My turn!
Annihilate.
Fighting is meaningless.
Keep up!
No interest in conflict.
Ready to lose yourself? You can fight it or rock with it!
Too late to repent.
Song's for you.
Turn it up! Watch this awesome move!
Target threat index lowered.
The best is yet to come.
Fighting is meaningless.
Time for the keep up!
Target threat index lowered. Hide.
You couldn't have done it without me. Ah, shiny! Ooh, sparkly!
Too late to repent.
Time for the main event. Keep up! Ready to lose yourself? You can fight it, or rock with it!
Told you I could fight.
The truth of life and death. The sanctuary is but a vision. Break!
Let's rock! My turn!
I'm not afraid of you.
Hide.
What was that? Think you could take on me?
Fighting is meaningless.
Keep up! Tough luck running into me!
Target threat index lowered. Annihilate.
I've no interest in conflict.
Turn it up! Gotta try hard sometimes. Watch this awesome move!
Too late to repent. The truth of life and death, revealed in an instant. The sanctuary is but a vision. Break!
Pretty good crowd today.
Keep up! My turn!
I need to be brave. Look out!
This song's for you. Turn it up! You can fight it, or rock with it!
Told you I could fight. I'm not afraid of
Eliminating
you.
threat.
You couldn't have done it without me.
Stay back, Clara.
Fighting is meaningless.
I want to protect everyone too. Help me, Mr. Svarog.
Keep up!
Cute! Gotta try hard sometimes. Watch this awesome move!
Target threat index lowered.
Look out!
Turn it up!
Tough luck running into me!
No interest in conflict.
Time for the main event.
Keep up!
Told you I could fight.
I need to be brave.
Annihilate.
Fighting is meaningless.
Pretty good.
Too late to repent.
Time for the main event.
Turn it up!
My
Ready to
turn!
lose yourself?
You can fight it, or rock with it!
Told you I could fight.
I'm not afraid of you.
Hide.
The truth of life and death, revealed in an instant. The sanctuary is but a vision. Break!
Keep up!
Cute!
I need to be brave.
I've no interest in conflict.
Are you alright? Stay back, Clara.
Hey, try that again.
This song's for you.
Gotta try hard
Time for the main
sometimes.
event.
Watch this awesome move!
Time for the main event.
Turn it up!
Ready to lose yourself?
You can fight it, or rock with it!
Told you I could fight. Here!
I want to protect everyone too. Help me, Mr. Svarog. I'm not afraid of you.
Eliminating threat.
Hiding is meaningless.
Pretty good crowd today.
Let's rock!
I need to be brave.
Annihilate.
Ah, shiny! Ooh, sparkly!
Too late to repent. The sanctuary is but a vision. Break!
Watch this awesome move!
Hide.
Holy Mr. Storm! Let's rock!
Mission command.
The best is yet to come. You can fight it, or rock with it!
The sanctuary is but a vision. Break!
You couldn't have done it without me. Wanna go take some pictures?
Oh, you must be Oleg's guests. Welcome to the Gerda Grand Hotel.
Hey, that's not very polite.
It's fine. You aren't the first guest to have that reaction. A few hundred years ago, one ancestor of the Gerda family was ambitious and sought to build something big from nothing. Eventually, he actually did it. Have you seen that stylish Gerda hotel? Strictly speaking, it's a branch of this grand hotel.
Oh, people with big dreams have big determination.
Oleg wants me to take good care of y'all. Here's the key. You'll be staying in our most spacious guest room.
What do you think? Should we go ahead and call it a day? Or walk around a bit more first?
Fighting is meaningless.
Turn it up!
shiny! Ooh, sparkly! What do you think? Should we go ahead and call it a... Time to rest again. I hope there aren't any surprises this time. That Oleg, he seems sincere. What do you guys think? Happy now? She's even starting to sound like you.
It has nothing to do with me. But if you ask for my opinion, it's better to be safe than sorry.
Fine. We'll keep our guards up. Our last hotel experience was eventful, to say the least.
One of us should keep watch tonight.
Keep watch? Are we space cowboys now? I guess this is the cosmic Wild West. Anyone else sleepy? No, I don't. Besides, I've never pulled an all-nighter before. Do you know how bad it is for your skin?
I'll keep watch.
Branya, did you finish talking to Oleg? Hope he didn't make things difficult for you.
Not really. Though it wasn't the friendliest conversation. We didn't see eye to eye on everything. I've come to know a great deal in a short time. Doubt I'll be able to fall asleep tonight.
I doubt I'll be able to sleep either. Not that I don't trust you. It's just, you're a Silvermane Guard officer in the Underground. There might be people looking to harm you.
I wouldn't be surprised if there are. Silvermane Guards have a lot to make amends for down here. If someone had made a stand in the outset and explained the consequences to Madame Cocolia, forget it. It's meaningless to talk about it now. You don't need to worry about me. Oleg guaranteed that I wouldn't be harmed. He seemed like a man of his word. Go and rest.